Good morning. Welcome to Hug Nation's Love Morning. This is time for some gratitude and connection. I feel like I need it today. I mean, need, strong word, but it certainly would be medicine for me today to have some gratitude and connection. So thanks for joining me. It's a daily practice. Try to do it 9 a.m. Pacific time. We ask those that are called to share what's in their hearts. What are you grateful for? And then we bring this collected energy of appreciation and connection into our days and try to be love ambassadors as we go through the world. Which, again, I feel like I need it. I feel like am in defense currently, or have been the last week, maybe since Janus's memorial. I feel like I've been a little bit on my back legs, a little defensive, a little trying to get my footing in the world. But we start the day with a song because it's the way to make it start good. And if we have enough in our belly, that's because we had some good food. And oh, excuse me. If we cough mid-song, there's not a lot that we can do. We'll just keep finding words to rhyme, even if we don't make it through. And that's the reason we gather here, to share gratitude. If we all do it, we'll lift our attitude. Good morning. I am John Halcyon Stinn. I am so delighted to be here with you. Which is good because I had a sad morning. I dropped Lisa off at the airport. She's on her way to Iowa to visit family. And I am headed to Connecticut later this week to visit Asher. So those are all good things, but I've grown quite fond of Lisa. And so time apart is more difficult than I have ever remembered. I used to never use the term like, I'm going to miss you or I missed you, because the truth was I enjoyed my time with people and I enjoyed my time away from people. I just enjoyed wherever I was in the present moment. But I have developed a acute fondness for Lisa, and maybe to the point of a emerging, a delicately watched bit of codependency. I really, really am connected to her. Never felt that way. Never felt how quickly life becomes wonderful if I'm just in her presence. So perhaps a little time away is a good practice. If you're here, I would love to hear what you're grateful for. Say hello. You can see on the screen I have a little picture of a Pixar version of Lisa and I. I've been seeing people post like ChatGPT, make a version of me like Studio Ghibli, or make a version of me like, and so I did that yesterday, and then I made a song using Suno.com, and then I animated some of the pictures and made a little music video for Lisa to make her giggle before she had to leave town. Let's see. I am seeing no comments. I'm not sure if that's because no one's leaving them or because it's technology. So maybe what I will do as I check on that is I will maybe play the Lisa song that I made. Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Lisa. Oh, Lisa. You're my favorite person by far. Every moment with you feels like a shooting star. Lisa, Lisa, Lisa. Aww. Aww. Well, I certainly thought it was adorable. So I would love to hear what you're grateful for. I'm grateful for my relationship with Lisa. I'm grateful for the. Is it started raining? Oh my gosh, that's unexpected. We had some rain yesterday too. So I'm grateful for rain. Grateful for, I had on my list today to water some plants, but perhaps I'm getting some help. So I'm grateful for moisture and rain. I can also see blue skies, so maybe there's a rainbow. All right, so let me do, thank you for the heads up on YouTube. I will go look at that. Having some, there we go. Good morning, Gerbot. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Michael. So I appreciate you letting me know of the technological challenges over on Restream, which I've used to collect comments and broadcast in two places at once. Gearbot says, grateful to meet up with Mingle yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. I am grateful, as my hat says. Although I've realized that a trucker hat with a big old beard is definitely a different look. Oh, I can hear the rain. Sounds glorious. I am grateful. I'm grateful for how deeply understanding of one another's humanity Lisa and I are. You know, like I told her yesterday, I had a moment yesterday when I was watching TV, and then did some things, and I ran some errands, and then I did some other stuff, and then I was watching TV again, and I was like, oh, she left the house that I was watching TV. I don't want her to come back and see me watching TV and think I was doing this all day. And so I told her that. I'm like, and it's just like, she has no judgment of me whatsoever, and vice versa. So it's like it's nice to share, like, oh, I was having this thought and I was worried about your judgment, and then realize, oh, it's so in my head. I continue to lean into that practice of, if I notice a thought that may or may not be true, trying to say, hey, I'm having this story that you think this, you know, and it gives someone a chance to be like, oh, actually, you know, I have been a little concerned about you, or no, not at all. Thank you for putting it out there so we can dismiss it and dissolve it. Did you and Mingle do anything special? Did you have a meal or meet someplace? I'd love to be able to picture you guys. And what else are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this kind of little process that I've been doing of making songs with Suno.com and then really rapid videos using other AI. You know, I made a video for my dad's birthday. I made one for Lisa that I just played, and I'm making one right now for Asher's birthday, which is Thursday. Is that right? His birthday is Thursday. He turns 6 on Thursday. Unbelievable. 6 years old. Wow. Do you remember when birthdays were like, I mean, going from 5 to 6 is a massive percentage shift in, you know, I mean, not day by day, but year. Like, if the shift from 5 to 6, is like, I guess, 50 to 60. There you go. There's math right there. I am, wait a minute. So I'm grateful for rain. Oh no. Is it not giving me the comments? Let me try this again. Oh, tech. There we go. There we go. Okay, Gearbot says, we met at the Capitol to march for International Transgender Day of Awareness. Bravo. I've, one of the reasons I was so, I guess, needy for this gathering this morning is I've been really feeling the pinch of despair in the world. and maybe not the world, in the U.S., maybe in a lot of Western countries, and really feeling the fears around potential fascist futures, and not sure what to do with it, but also just noticing this general ache that makes me want to eat something sugary, go get chocolate, watch TV, kind of. And it's this challenge of trying to be present for reality and protect my fragile humanness from overwhelm. So I'm still working on it, but I know gratitude is a big part. I've been really leaning into, like, man, I'm so grateful for my problems, so grateful for the things that I have to figure out. I know that a part of that is, I also don't want to be selfish and say, like, well, at least I don't have that, or I don't have to worry about blank, but they do. Like, it's more I love my problems is trying to calm the visceral deregulation of panic, and be like, okay, no, my problems are good. Like, I'm bummed that Lisa is gone for a week, but what a beautiful problem, to be so in love that time away feels almost painful. I didn't know love could feel like this. Lisa. Oh, anybody else want to share something that they are feeling grateful for? I am. Gerbot says, grateful for the gratitude Zoom that I spent 6 hours in on Saturday. Also met up with another Gratitude Circle member, Tom, in Reno at a burner night at the roller rink. Oh, how cool. He mentioned roller skating. Oh, that's super cool. Thanks for sharing, Gerbot. I'm grateful for my parents, and I got to see them twice over the weekend. And I think I mentioned yesterday, grateful that my dad's just epic answer to what would you tell 12-year-old you? And he said, don't change a thing. I'm grateful that I just got a delivery. I'm going to do an unboxing. If I can. Maybe I'll take off this video. There we go. All right. You can see the flowers behind me that I got for Lisa before she left. I've never been a red roses guy, but my baby likes roses, so try to listen and then buy them in a non-Valentine's Day time. So it's, oh boy, what did he get? Cardboard square! Oh, bubble wrap! And more copies of my book, Protagonist. Yeah. Cool. Such a trip. I mean, it's all pink. And, like, would you even know that this was the same person? So, cool. So I realized that I had finally gone through my run of books, and I like giving them away at times, so I ordered some more books. What's in the box? Michael says, I'm grateful for everyone here. Thank you, Michael. Good morning, Natasha. You do have one of those. You are... Yes. Natasha, that was a cute memoji-looking thing of you two. Yeah, I did. That was a asking ChatGPT to upload a picture and said, make us look like a Pixar animation, and then I took the animation and I animated it using another program. So pretty fun. And we were having some chat issues, so thanks for your patience, those of you on YouTube and Facebook. If you've got any gratitude you'd like to share, would love to hear it. Giblify. So I did Giblify all the things, says Gearbot. I found that when I was playing with it, I enjoyed the Pixar animations. It looked more of a fun caricature. Although in that animation I said Pixar. I said make us look like Greek gods, make us look like pop art, make us look like ancient Egyptian gods, make us look like a bunch of stuff. Natasha says, good morning from windy New Mexico. I'm grateful I remember to pull my flower starts indoors and wet down the dirt in my flower fountain before it really kicks up. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yikes. I'm grateful for you sharing your gorgeous plant photos. Super inspiring. I'm grateful that I finally took care of. I had a plant that was not doing so well. And so I cut off the parts that weren't doing good, and I put it into a much smaller pot. I think what was happening was it wasn't drying out enough, and so it was struggling. So it's got a new leaf coming, and we'll hope that it comes back, but I feel like I mistreated it with poor... Oh, speaking of that... I'm finally getting close to a bloom from the amaryllis that I planted this when I sent one to Asher, and his was like his grew way faster and bigger, and so it's been fun to send him updates as he laughs at how unimpressive my dangle or my phallic plant is, but now I can show him that I'm gonna get a bloom. Probably will bloom just as I go to visit him on Friday. He's having a birthday party this weekend to turn 6. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that Lisa is very understanding of my plant love, and I've definitely had partnerships and roommate situations where I feel guilty as I buy plants, and I know that they are kind of annoyed by how much space is taken by green things, and Lisa tends to really appreciate the greenery in our home. Any last gratitudes before we head off into our days and spread a little kindness? And I will say that, I have really been a little bit in survival mode, a little bit, I've been struggling to make plans, struggling to be, to look to the future, struggling to really, been feeling certain current event awareness really gumming up my flow and my heart in some ways. So I'm grateful for the practice of gratitude and connection, and remembering that there are so many people and so many reasons and so many ways to be grateful, so many ways to make the moments that you have with fellow humans beautiful, to not sacrifice all your joy in the pursuit of feeling the sorrow in the world. So I'm gonna continue to work on that balance, appreciate the support, and appreciate the reflections, appreciate the gratitude. Juan says, I'm great for 6. That is a great number. Yeah, I'm working on a few Asher 6th birthday music videos. I figured I keep exporting these songs, and they're all kind of fun and simple. So I thought I would make a bunch of little music videos, make like a little dance compilation, a little dance mix, dance party mix of Asher-based songs. Gerbot says, grateful for my mom's aeonium plant that is nearing its end as it has begun to bloom. I didn't realize that until recently, that a number of like aeoniums and I think there's like yuccas and different types of agaves that they have these dramatic spiky blooms, and then they're done. They die. That's it. Natasha says, I am too grateful for that kind of partner. Bill always says he loves my plants. He loves my plant love and wants to fuel that fire. Awesome. Gerbot says, also grateful for this gratitude practice to help balance out the awful things going on outside of my sphere of influence. Also century plants. Cool. Oh, well, wonderful to connect and have a little moment of your spirit and your heart in this space. I invite you. Juan says, grateful for having work and being able to do it. That's a good one. Thanks, Juan. Wherever you are, I invite you to give yourself a hug, appreciating your body, appreciating this moment, appreciating one another, appreciating your voice, appreciating your healing, appreciating hope, appreciating love, appreciating friendship, appreciating this now moment of connection as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us here, thanks for being here for a love morning moment of connection and gratitude. Thank you. Good morning, Sarah. Sarah says, grateful for gratitude practice and grounding with community amidst the global pain. Don't sacrifice our joy. Thanks for this. We were just shamed on Facebook for our entitled gloating about our amazing ski week. No amount of taking away our joy will help the world. That's tough. I'm really having to noticing that I am changing my relationship with social media, because so often I feel my spark diminished. There are times when, I don't blame anyone for whatever they're called to share, but I think I need to really curate when and how I intake that kind of energy. Natasha also says, grateful for the new tall plant shelf with grow lights I got this weekend for propping. And a new laptop. Woo-woo! Thanks for being here. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your plants. I'm going to go. Wow, the rain was in and out. That was pretty awesome. Thanks for bringing the rain. I love you.